again, it's Scott here. I thought it'd be a good idea to show you how to remove the Command head unit from my C Class sedan, the W204 model. It's a very handy thing to know how to do, particularly if you want to install a reversing camera, or perhaps you want to put in the multimedia cables. Again, if you get this done at the dealer, it will cost you a small fortune, and when you see how easy it is, maybe you'll change your mind and have a go yourself. So I hope you enjoy the video. Okay, I'm going to show you how easy this is to take out. This is the Command head unit. So if you wanted to install a reversing camera or put in the multimedia cables, you need to take this out. Only need a few basic things. You need a T20 Torx bit. You want the hook tool. The bulldog clip. And you need the special pulling hook tools. You can buy the special Mercedes tools for a fortune, or you can make your own out of a coat hanger, as long as it's a high tensile one, so that the stiff wire. So these need to be a little over 100mm long, and the hook at the end is 5mm. And you may also need to grind them on the side there to make it more of a rectangular shape. So, and then the other thing is a spray can of silicone spray. Now I'm talking silicone spray here, not WD-40 or CRC or something like that, but silicone spray, and I'll explain why a bit later. So the first thing is turn the key on and put the transmission in drive to give yourself more room, and then use an old towel or a rag or something just over here to protect everything. The first thing to do is to open the lid. And with the hook tool, what you do is, firstly there's two little rubber stoppers just there. Take the rubber stoppers out and it'll expose two small slots. With the hook tools, put the hook tool in horizontally until it won't go any further, and then turn it 90 degrees down. Same with the other one. Put it in horizontally and turn it 90 degrees down. Now, all you have to do is give it a decent pull and it comes out. So I'll take those out. So the way this is held in is these little spring clips on the bottom and on the top. And what I like to do is just spray a little bit of silicone spray on those for when I put it back in. It just makes it easier to take it in and out, and also, you know, prevents any rattles or squeaks. So once you've got that out, then close if you've got the navigation screen, just close that and let the lid close. Now, if you like, you can unplug everything and take this out, but if you don't wish to do that, or if you don't need to do that, just place it there, and with your bulldog clip, just put the bulldog clip on there and fold one of the handles up, and that'll just sit there nicely like that out of the way. Next thing to do, T20 Torx bit. There's two Torx screws, one here and one here. So take them out.
Further before and Pure Thunder.
There's one, and then the second one. Now with the little hook tool, behind here is a little sliding catch which you need to pull up. So I'm not sure if you saw that. I'll just push it down again. It's sort of a locking tab. Put my hook under the tab and pull it up. Okay, now that we have the torque screws out and the tabs pulled up, it's now all unlocked and ready to come out. So you can just put your fingers behind the edge there and you can just pull it out a little bit to get your fingers under the bottom there, and then you lift it up and pull it out. There's a wire under here which you can pull out a bit to give yourself more movement. So I'm sort of lifting it. You get it to a certain point. That's right, and then it'll just come out. And you can rest it on the towel there at the front. Now, I'm going to take the camera off and I'm going to show you the connections on the back here. So here's the head unit just sitting face down on the console in front of the gear stick, which is in the drive position, to give you a bit of room. And you can see all the connectors on the back, so it's very easy to remove from the car if you need to take it out completely. You just release all those connectors. They only go in one place, so you can't get them wrong when you put it back again. I've already fitted a reversing camera to this car. So that's the green connector there, and you can see the adapter. So there's the conventional, I think it's an RCA plug, coming from the end of the cable that goes down to the back of the car to the camera. So that's coming in up here, and then this adapter here you can get online for about $7 delivered, because you need to get from that standard connection into what's called a FAKRA connection. I think it's F-A-K-R-A. So you can buy these little cables online for about $7 out of Hong Kong, and they give you both a male and a female. So you need a female to go into the back there. And then there are some empty sockets there on the back. There's the blue one. I'm not sure which one is for the multimedia cables, but if you buy some multimedia cables, you know, for iPod connectivity and the USB, etc., they will plug into these empty ports on the back, and in the box here, up the top there, you can see my fingers going into the hole. There's actually a little push out piece. So you find that piece, you can feel it quite easy, and you push upwards and then the piece will come out, and that's where your cables, you know, the little fitting sort of snaps into that, and that's where your USB and iPod connectors go there. So if you get those, you just have to get them through here up. There's some gaps in there where you can get them into the top there. I can feel it with my finger, so it's not that difficult. So there you go. That's how you get it out. It's very, very simple. So, and there's the vents there, sitting there with the bulldog clip. So now we'll put it back in again, and I'll show you how quick it is. Yeah, I forgot to mention the green FAKRA connector on the back there where I've got the reversing camera. That's the auxiliary input. That's where you put it. So now let's put it back in again. You'll see there's two guide posts on the side here, and there's also a set on the other side. So we just lift it up, and there's a slot. I don't know if you can see it. There's a slot here and here for the lower guide post, and then the top one runs along the top of the bracket there, and I like to just spray a little bit of silicone spray in there. Just makes everything glide in a little bit more smoothly. The top one slides along the top of that bracket there, then there's a slot and it drops down, and then the bottom post goes into the slot below. So I've got the top one, that's okay, so that's now dropped in. That's it, so they've now both dropped in. There's remember the cable underneath here, just poke that back in. And that just sits nicely into place. So just put a little bit of pressure on the front there, push the two locking tabs down, first one, second one, get your Torx bits, your Torx screws I mean. And let's do them up. The second one. Okay. Take my bulldog clip off and
Black on the 50 goes to the boundary line. He tumbled the ball into.
yeah, so we've opened the lid again, and then with the vent situation here, make sure the cables are in between the two vents. So if you've taken all the cables out, when you put them back on again, make sure that these two cloth covered ones are sitting on the top between the two vents. I've accidentally pushed the button and closed it again. So this lift the front up slightly, and then that should just push in, which it does, so that's now back into place. And then put your two little rubber stoppers in, and that's it. Very, very simple. So I hope that's a big help to you. If you want to install a reversing camera, you can see how easy it is. I've actually just purchased a new reversing camera. I've had one in this vehicle now for about 2 or 3 years, and it's performed faultlessly. It cost me $25 delivered from Hong Kong and $7 delivered for that adapter cable. The same supplier's now got another one which is much higher resolution for the same price, so I couldn't resist it, so I've purchased this new higher resolution camera, and I'm going to swap over the one I've got for this higher resolution one. So I thought I would also make a video of that, of how to put that into the back of the car. It's one of the types that replaces one of the number plate or registration plate light fittings, which is a very neat way of doing it. Looks very discreet, you can barely notice it. So I'll do a video on that a bit later on. So thank you very much for watching. I hope that was helpful.